My name is Ajay with TheraStretch, and this is our beginner mobility flow. If you are having some pain in your low back or looking for a mobility program and don't know where to start, then try this out. If you have any questions, you can reach us at TheraStretchStudios.com. We'll get started on the mat, lying on your back with your knees bent and your feet flat. And just starting here, letting the knees fall left and right. We'll take this a few rounds back and forth, just going to an area of a little stretch and a little resistance. And we'll come back to center, then we'll cross one foot over the other, ladylike, and take that same motion all the way in both directions. I'm just looking for a little stretch through the hips, maybe the low back. Coming back to center, we'll switch opposite cross, same motion, left and right. Next time you're back to center, pause, unwind, then we'll hug both knees in to the chest and just holding here. Smooth breathing while we're here. Deep full inhales, smooth exhales. Keeping hold of the left leg, let the right leg go long and straight. Single knee into chest. Just holding here for a moment. And then we'll add in a twist. So grab that leg with the right hand and we'll come across the body just as far as you feel comfortable, reaching that opposite hand towards the other side. Smooth breathing here. With our twists, we'll inhale and lengthen, and as you exhale, just letting that twist move a little deeper. Coming back to center, hug both knees in, and we'll switch. So let the left leg go long. Hug that right knee in towards the chest. And we'll add in that same twist to the other side. Holding here for a moment. And coming back to center, hug both knees in. And then let your feet come down flat. Little hamstring stretch. We'll grab the back of the thigh just above the knee. And we'll kick the leg straight as far as you feel comfortable. Feeling that stretch in this hamstring. And we'll move through that dynamically few times. The next time you're kicked up, hold where you feel a little tension, and it will take the foot and pump it down to add in a little extra stretch in that top calf. The next time that toe is pointed down, hold. Feel that stretch, smooth breathing. Not forcing anything with these stretches, just feeling that nice pull, holding for a moment. And relax that foot, let that knee come back down. We'll do that to the other side. Straighten that leg as far as you feel comfortable. And we'll pulse that a few times. Straight, feel a stretch, come back down. Next time you're up and straight, hold, pumping that foot up and down, adding in that calf stretch. Next time you're pointed down, hold, feel that stretch. Release the foot, let that leg come back down, bring the feet together, then we'll open up into a butterfly for the groins, inner thighs, just a few times. Dynamic, open and close. Each time you go out, see if you can just get a little bit further, a little deeper with that stretch. Next time you are out and open, hold for just a moment. Smooth breathing, keeping the low back as flat as you can, not arching that back up as you open the knees. Bring the knees back in, and then we'll roll over to the side. Start adding in some rotation for the mid-back. So like a book, we will open up to the other side and close. And we'll do this a few times here. Really feeling that opening through this mid-back, your thoracic spine. And you can use a pillow here if you need for your head. And then if you feel this top knee wanting to lift up, you can use this bottom hand to hold it tight. Let's do a couple more of these on this side. Adding in a little breathing. Inhale as you open. Exhale as you close. And then this next time we open, we're gonna hold for just a moment. Just let that tension melt. Let that rotation slowly open up. Very good. We'll come on back to center and same rotation to the other side. So starting with our closed book, we'll open, feel that rotation, close it back. Nice and fluid, controlled movement through the shoulder, through the spine. And open and hold a few rounds of breath here. Then bring it back to center. And then we'll flip around and come onto our hands and knees. And starting in this position, this tabletop position, I have my hands and wrists right under my shoulders, knees right under the hips. And we'll start with some cat and cow movement for the spine. So we'll drop the belly down, open up the chest, coming into this extension of the spine, this back bend, and then we'll curl going the other direction. Nice and easy. Adding in the breathing here. Inhale and open, not forcing anything. Exhale and close. Few rounds here. One more pass through. And then make your way back to tabletop. Let's take the knees just a little wider and the big toes in to touch. And I'm going to crawl my hands just a little further forward. And press the hips back into child's pose. And then coming back up to our starting position. Few rounds here, nice and fluid as you come forward and back. Inhaling forward, exhaling back. And going as far back as you feel comfortable. And as you come forward, even adding a little forward, open, and extension in that spine. Let's do a few rounds here. Next time you press back into that child's pose, pause and hold a few rounds of breath here. You can really use those hands to press into the mat, into the floor, to drive the hips back towards the heels. Rise it back up to our tabletop. Bring those knees back right under those hips, and we'll move through a little hip opening by driving the hips over to the side and then back, similar to that child's pose, coming back forward over to the other side and down. As you do this, noticing and feeling this outer hip opening as you scour that tension that we can build up in there. A few passes back and forth here. One more pass back and forth. Then coming back to center, a little core embrace. Nice and tall and stable in our tabletop. Opposite arm, opposite leg. So right leg comes forward, left leg kicks back. Little belly engagement, sucking that navel in and up towards your spine. We'll hold here. Smooth breathing, really reaching through that right hand, really driving that heel back opposite direction. Coming down, switching sides. Left hand comes forward, right leg long kicks back. Smooth breathing, stable through that right shoulder, stable through that left hip. And bring it back down, adding in some rotation here with your left hand Inhale, open up just as far as you feel comfortable. Exhale, and we'll thread through and reach to the other side. Few rounds here. Inhale and open. Exhale, thread. One more time. To the other side, right hand. Inhale, open up. Feel that rotation through the mid-back, just as far as you feel comfortable. Thread it through, rotating the opposite. Inhale, open. Exhale, thread it through. Very good. From here, we'll move up into a kneeling position, and we'll take this left foot forward, just a little further than that knee. Nice and stable here, keeping the tailbone tucked down, this pelvic tilt, posterior pelvic tilt. Then we'll bend into that front knee. Pressing back for a little bit of a hamstring stretch. Few passes here. Bend to that knee. Feel this stretch in the front of that right hip and back. Few rounds here. One more time. Hold into that stretch. Take the right hand up for a little extra. Pull through that right side. Relax, come on up, switch sides. Right foot comes forward. Tilt that pelvis down. Bend into that knee. Feel that stretch in the front of that hip. Few passes here. One more time. Pause once you're down. Reach that left hand long up to the sky. Smooth breathing. Slow rise from there. That's our beginner mobility program for today. We have progressions depending on how you feel with that and moving forward. And if you have any questions about progressing or anything we did today, feel free to reach us at TheraStretchStudios.com. See you next time.